Chapter 9. What is genius? Genius, the power that dazzles mortals' eyes, has always been a subject for serious consideration by those who consider themselves less fortunate. When a man achieves a great success in his art or profession, the world calls him a genius. Few people understand the meaning of the word, and a still less number understand from whence the power, talent, or ability comes that merits such a flattering distinction. Scientists claim that a genius is a person with an abnormal ability for some one line of work or art. He may be a great musician, poet, artist, singer, writer, electrician, or a leader in any sphere. It is certain that in his makeup, there is some abnormal development of intellect, the ability to grasp the facts which others fail to perceive. A genius is a specialist, for he is devoted to one line of thought. In that particular line, he is a giant, but in other branches, his knowledge is often very limited, and sometimes it resembles the inexperience of a child. The question to be answered is, from where does he get this particular knowledge and how? Scientists have been searching for the answer to this question for thousands of years, and previous to the time of the discovery of the law of mentalism, they had arrived at no satisfactory solution of the mystery. Experience has proven to us that there is a cause for every effect. Therefore, we know that there must be a cause for these great mental demonstrations. The law of mentalism has simplified the matter until the truth becomes as clear as daylight and can be readily understood by people of even ordinary intelligence. It, like all great discoveries and inventions, is very simple and easy to comprehend when once it has become explained. In life, it is the simple things that we overlook because we fail to recognize or understand the law that controls them. And when we behold the phenomena without realizing the cause, we cry out, "Wonderful, wonderful!" The law of mentalism being the law which governs all intelligence, it must necessarily govern all demonstrations of mental ability, be they great or small. As has been previously explained in this work, each mental organization is tuned to a certain tone or pitch, and every mind of the same tone responds instantly to the thoughts of the others as one tuning fork responds to another. The genius is he whose mental organization is tuned to the same tone as that of many other great men who are or have lived on this earth and have devoted their lives to the same work or art. All the intelligence under the control of these men are his for the asking, for strong thoughts never die. He unconsciously uses mentalism during his hours of concentration. A genius is always a deep thinker and thus attracts to himself from these great minds the knowledge that he but uses as a servant, and the world sings his praises. The knowledge or ability he displays did not originate within him, for it has always existed and always will exist. He will die, but the intelligence he used will continue to live in the brains of other men. His keynote gave him the entry to the knowledge collected by others. The thoughts came to his brain without effort other than that used in concentrating and thinking. This combined intelligence expressed through one man makes his ability and success appear to others as a phenomenon. The reason that a genius has such unlimited knowledge of affairs outside of his special talent is because the controlling influence of so much thought on the one subject allows him little or no time in which to develop those to him less important thoughts, and consequently his mind gets out of harmony with them, and they either come to him no more or come only as a discord. All intelligence and knowledge awaits to be used. The knowledge that comes to a genius will continue to anyone who will use the same law. Every man is a genius undeveloped and has unlimited possibilities. No one knows just how much or how great the things he can do until he is put to the test. Each man must decide for himself just how great or how important he will continue to be. The genius would not be a genius if he did not give to the world knowledge greater than that given to it by other people. It is well to remember that as ye give, so ye shall receive. then every man should give unto the world the best he has, and the best will come to him. The person who has an ambition to become a genius should be guided by the following instructions. First, it will be necessary for him to decide as to the sphere in life in which he wishes to make his mark. He should select the career for which he is naturally best adapted. That is, the one in which he can secure the greatest mental assistance from others. This is not so difficult a problem to solve as one might suppose. If the person will go to the room he has been in the habit of occupying and close himself in so as not to be disturbed, and then make himself comfortable and direct his thoughts back through his past life and recall the desires, thoughts, and impressions, promptings, longings, etc. he has experienced at various times in regard to some particular work, business or professional, he will have no difficulty whatever in deciding upon the one with which he has been the most impressed. When this point has been decided, he will have learned in what calling he is able to secure the greatest amount of intelligence and assistance from others through mentalism. He will then know of the career in which he can attain his greatest success. These thoughts and promptings that came were the mental assistance offered by others. All have received these offers, but as they did not understand the law, they could not know why they came. You, dear reader, now understand the law. Therefore, it becomes your duty to take advantage of these promptings for the future. Those who are not following in their true career should commence at once arranging their plans so that they can make a start in the right direction. It is well for them to obtain all the printed and verbal instructions they can relative to their new work, but when they come to a point that is difficult to decide, they must concentrate according to the instructions I have given for that purpose, and they will receive the information necessary and be able to make the correct decision. As they proceed with the new work, their mental organizations will gradually become tuned in harmony with people who are or have been successful in the same career. As long as one makes no effort to gain success, he will attract only thoughts of unsuccessful people. It is well known that nothing succeeds like success, and that one failure brings another. We have all seen it demonstrated many times that when a man is successful, everything he undertakes turns out successfully, and when another man has made a failure, ruin soon surrounds him. It is all due to the kind of thoughts he thinks. If he sends out thoughts of success, he attracts to him the successful thoughts and ideas of others. If through a mistake or an error he becomes discouraged and thus permits himself to send out unsuccessful thoughts, he is sure to attract the same kind back to him. One should never allow himself to become discouraged, for it only retards his process and may cause him to make a failure of his plans. If a person will depend upon the thoughts that come to him during the hours of solitary concentration, he will find that he is daily gaining knowledge that before he would have believed impossible. A fair test of this science will prove to anyone that he has in his possession a valuable soul power. When you have gained a fair degree of success through using this power, do not discontinue your efforts, but keep right on working for greater development, and someday you will be called a genius. Those who do not use the mentalism under their control will never rise above their present position. Let courage, perseverance, and determination be your motto. Remember, the world makes way for a determined man. It nettles one that truth should be so simple. Go with.